Good afternoon to those who listen. It is January 14th, 2018, 3:42 p.m. And I just wanted to give you an update on things that have happened. As you know, I was in Glenwood Springs, and I spent the night in the motel. And then afterwards, I went to the urgent care center to just see if they could do that test that I would see if I have any toxic chemicals in me. And I found out that they don't no longer do the urgent care. All they had was the ER. And I was like, oh, I don't really want to go to the ER, because I don't, it's not really an emergency. But, I told them the situation, what was going on. They said, okay, let's go ahead and let you see a doctor. So I saw the doctor, told him everything that's going on, told them that the doctors refused to do the test and refused to refer me to anybody. So, and I showed him my rash, and he said those were blood vessels bursting. And I asked him, what would that be from? Would it be from, an allergic reaction or a chemical exposure? He says it's possible, but he didn't know for sure. And then he said, let me see what I can do. And he came back and he says, I got you a referral to go to the University of Colorado to do a I can never pronounce it right, toxicology test. And I was so happy, so relieved. My pulse, heart rate has been perfect the last 2 days. Blood pressure has still been a little high, but it could be because of the exposure. Look at my face. This is another thing I showed him too. I showed him this. When I do this, look at my face should not get that red. Come on. That's a exposure to something. So he gave me a referral, and on here it says on there possible chemical exposure. So now I got something. And hypertension, well, that's from the blood pressure. But so there's that. So now if something happens to me again, I can go to Denver. They have shuttles that I can take because it wouldn't be safe to drive if I have another episode. So I got that done. So then I talked to my boss at work, and he told me that he says the hospital that I went to, never go there. He says he went there once. He had a dislocated shoulder, and they were going to give him pain medicine, and he said no, he wanted to have the shoulder put in first. And then they put in the report that he just wanted the pain pills, like he was going to be some abuser of it. And then he told me that his wife went there too, and she had gallbladder surgery, and she was supposed to be in the hospital for a week, but they let her go after 2 days, and she almost died. She got really sick and almost died. And I've heard all these other reports about how this hospital does, they don't care about people, and they, whatever. I'm not going to mention the name, but I'm never going there again. Never. From now on, I'm going to Glenwood Springs. But anyway, so talk to them. I went to Family Dollar in my town, and I talked to this cashier, and she goes, yes, I know, it's the fracking. She says she had neighbors where she lived, and they allowed them to drop chemicals on their land, and then they got really sick. And then I'd already told you about all the other people that were getting sick from it. There's been people moving out of here because of it. So this is what it is, and there's no more denying it. The cashier said that there's already, I don't know how many, but a lot of people have been suing because people have been getting cancer from this. So I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to hide all this up. So my plan is, if I get sick again, I'm going to go to Denver, get tested. And if they test positive, then I'll have my proof. So I'm on Section 8 here where I'm at now. And if it's a health issue, I'll have Section 8 move me. Now if anybody from the fracking is listening to this video, watching this video, I'm not going to sue. I just want to prove that this is what's happening to me so I can move. So if there's anybody from fracking, don't worry, I'm not going to sue you. I just want to prove that this is happening to me so I can move away from this area and get better. All right? Okay. So, and she also told me that she had some other people that got sick from it, and when they went to the hospital, they tried to do the same thing, trying to make them look like they were crazy, and tried to do the psych evaluation test and try to get them committed. So she says, I got to be really careful because they're going to be trying to make me look crazy. But guess what? I have lots of witnesses. And another good reason for my YouTube community, with all my subscribers and all the watchers, I'm hoping, I think there's at least most of them I think would believe that, I'm not crazy. I'm not making this up. They put in the report, I can't remember the name, some weird name that starts with an S. Maybe that S in my dream meant that. Now that I'm thinking about it, wow. But anyway, there's this weird disorder, and it says that you make your mind believe that there's something wrong. And so they think that I'm purposely trying to make my blood pressure high and my heart rate high so I can commit suicide. That's what they're trying to say. So that's not right. So I need as many witnesses as I can. I have my church. All the members of the church, they will vouch for me. All my people at work will vouch for me. And I would think that most of my people on YouTube would also believe me. I'm not making this up. Something's happening. You can see it. You can see it in my skin. You can see it in my face. You can see my rash. I'll show you my rash. It's almost gone though, but you can still see some of it. Which one's better? Bear with me. It was a lot worse on Friday. So, I definitely think I have my proof that there is something going on. So that's my plan. I'm not out to get money and sue people. That's not my purpose. I just want to be healthy so I can live, work my job, and do God's will. So that's what I want to show and document. So is there anything else? Oh, she also told me that they have a video at the library about fracking. And in the video, it says that this one town, a pair of towns that are near here, they're dumping sites for the fracking. She says they purposely dump the fracking chemicals there. So she told me to watch that, and she says you'll be amazed. And then she says, if you want to sign a petition, she says she has a lot of people that will sign it. And I think I mentioned that people wanted to sue. I'm not out for that, and I won't do the petition as long as I can prove that this is what's causing it and I can move away and be healthy. I'm not after a lot of money. So fracking people, listen, again, I'm not after money. I'm not trying to shut you down, although maybe they should be, because if everybody's getting sick like they are, cancer, all these people are getting cancer. That's not good. It's not good at all. So I just want to get out of here, get out of this area. So I would move, somewhere to a different town that doesn't have fracking. So that's what I'm saying here. Okay. But there we go. We found the answer. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you guys for all the prayers, all the well wishes. Thank you guys for believing me, because I you know that I'm not making this up. Why would I make all this up? But I did want to. I'm glad I kept doing all these reports on my health. At first I was like, people don't want to see videos about someone's being sick, but I'm glad I documented it, because in case something happens to me, then you can go back and they can go back and say, hey, look, this guy had all these problems. He was documenting it, and look what happened. So that's that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I love you guys.